Hello, welcome to another one of these artwork deck flip through videos where for quite a while now I've been going through old decks that I have, or older decks that I have that I opened on camera, and just focusing in on the artwork. We're at an interesting point now because I'm now at the last of the 5 decks from the Commander 2021 product, also known as Commander Strixhaven School of Mages. And this is the chronologically this Commander product was the last Commander product I bought. I think that's right. Certainly in terms of Commander decks. So I'd been collecting them since they were first introduced in 2011. So at this point, it was a nice point to stop because that meant I had like 10, I think, iterations because they skipped 2012 and they did the Commander Arsenal that year. So it means I had 10 iterations of the product, something like that. And so yeah, I just knocked it on the head there, and the timing was pretty good for me as well because it's one of those things where you think, yeah, I sort of got to catch them all mentality, fear of missing out. Is of course then they switched over to producing Commander decks for everything. Although I will say, and I've mentioned this multiple times now, I'm going to look back now. Now I've done the yearly stuff up to when I finished buying them, and I'm going to look back and go through the year of Commander they did, where they released 2 slightly lower price decks per set, and I have all of those. So I wanted to go through those as well. But we're at an interesting point in terms of, you know, as far up in terms of Commander decks that I've purchased. So let's have a look at this one. This is the green-blue one, as I said, from Commander 2021, Strixhaven School of Mages. So again, we've got this thing where for the main Commander, they printed it on this heavier thing, which is basically plastic, I'm assuming. And it's got foil, but it's slightly more matte finish to it. Then we have the actual card itself on the usual, you know, cardstock, and no surprise there, it's actually bending. So yeah, and as again I've mentioned before, in these decks, just the main Commander and an alternate. So just that, no alternate. Ezek's Fractal Bloom. That's not coming up great on the camera, unfortunately. The bend's not helping. Yeah, but the rest of the cards are fine. Okay, so we'll go through, as always, legendaries first, both creatures and planeswalkers. Higher rarities down to lower rarities from that point onwards. And obviously stuff organised by card type. It's a bear, but this one's a 4/4 for 4. Harashi, the Sky Asunder. That was from, funnily enough, wasn't that from Champions Block, I reckon. Yeah, maybe. We got Garrett Primal Hunter. Zimone. So if you remember, for School of Mages, they printed some legendaries at Uncommon. And again, an interesting link between what we've been doing this week, not intended, this week in terms of the set we were looking at, Champions of Kamigawa, because that had legends printed at Uncommon. Also notice, as I flagged up, yeah, the set symbol here is from Strixhaven School of Mages, something they've been doing for a little while now. You've got like the regular Commander set symbol for the set, and then for those cards which are specifically showcased from Strixhaven School of Mages from the set, they put the Strixhaven logo on them. I'll include links to the unboxings for these if you want to see the cards. With, you know, if you're interested in seeing the rules text for these episodes, we really are just focusing in on the artwork. It's always interesting when I go through these. Sometimes while I leave them on camera a bit longer is in my mind I'm trying to think, now I've seen that before, and I'm trying to remember if it's been in like the old style borders or not. Yeah. Oh, no, I definitely recognise this card, Master Biomancer. Yeah. One of many, from one of many Ravnica sets. I've now completely lost track, actually, of how many times we've been back to Ravnica. Are we due for another revisit? I think so. Maybe I'm getting confused. I'm waiting for the Return to Fallen Empires myself. Not by mass mutation. I wonder if we're going to see several of those cards from a sort of green-blue guild, actually, thinking about it. Certainly a number of those are just, you know, Commander All-Stars in any green-blue deck. You have a theme for playing around with counters on things. Oh, Curse of the Swine. I nearly called it Exile of the Swine. There's a Rite of Replication in here as well. So yeah, we're still on our rares here. I'm always curious as to what sort of non-basics we're going to see at the higher rarities, and we're getting pretty close. We've got our artifacts. Oh, very nice. Yeah, look at that. Actually a green artifact there. Wow. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Exotic Orchard was turning up quite a bit in Commander Precons. Lumbering Fools. Temple of Mastery, those were the lands with the scry on them. Oh, good old Yavimaya Coast. There's a blast from the past. Look at that. Let's just leave that on camera for a while. It's a favourite cycle of mine. Those, you know, ones you tap, add green or blue, but it deals 1 damage to you. Mosswalk Bridge. Yeah, Hideaway was another thing. This had Hideaway on it. I noticed these cropping up in the Commander product. Oh crikey, Oran Wreath of Arsewood. Yeah, some classics here. Into the battlefield tap, but you've got to play around with some counters. Right. Trigon Predator. That's in a... Yeah, I put that in a 5-colour beast deck, actually. Where I've got, I think it's Morophon is the commander. Plexcaster Froglin. It's got graft on it. Oh yeah, here we go. Rapid hybridization. And a Crow's Grip. Smile's getting bigger. Beast Within. Oh. It's always interesting, isn't it, when you've got access to green but also blue, like where they go with the removal. terms of, because with blue you've got access to a lot of counter spell stuff if you really want it. We don't really see a lot of those style of cards, do we? I mean, we see the odd one now and again in these products, but yeah. This is Expedition. Oh, hang on, don't want to miss. Of course, the Soul Ring. I was distracted with the Soul Ring by the inclusion of Coiling Oracle. Easy to do. Good old Snake Elf Druid. Why a Mathematician? Oh, yeah, from Strixhaven. Another one from Strixhaven. Yeah, Rampant Growth in here. And Kadama's Reach. Oh, yeah. The Signet, green-blue one, and the multicolour one. Oh, here we go, yeah. Speaking of Ravnica, original Ravnica Bounce Lands. Myriad Landscape in here, Blighted Woodland. Yeah. Oh, Llanowar Reborn. Go, yeah, because that had graft on it, didn't it? Just move that a little bit. So they've got the cyclers in here. There's the blue one, so we'll see what other colours they've got. Because they may have moved stuff around sometimes. Even though it's in the same cycle, in the commander decks they'll put some of the cards at one rarity and another at the, you know, particularly with common and uncommon stuff. So there's a Rogue's Passage. It turns up a lot in the Commander Fodder episodes, Commander Doodle episodes. Temple of the False God, Opal Palace, yeah, Command Tower. And there's the one specifically from the set, Quandrix Campus. That cycle. We've also got Study Hall as well in here. Oh, there we go. There's another cycler. Common. And then we move on to our basics. Now, as you know, there's only 2 pieces of artwork in this set. So we've got, first of all, our forests. Let's just count off how many copies. Of that, and we move on to the second one, and you can see they've got the actual Strixhaven logo on them, or set symbol. Something that was 5 in the other one. Moving on to islands now. Interesting. See some stuff going on down here. Okay. Five of those, and then this other one. Now the artwork itself I find pretty cool. Yeah, it's just the lack of the lack of different artwork. Yeah. I'm always after 4 pieces of artwork. That's my trouble, see, first set. Okay, and as always, I like to feature the tokens in here. So yeah, we've seen these before, these copy tokens. So all these tokens, we've got 10 tokens, but they're printed double-sided, so 20, choices in total, although you'll see probably there's a lot of a particular type of token here. So we got copy and fractal. So yeah, clearly something is spitting out both of those. Okay, Queen Fractal. So not many summoning in this deck then. Right, Beast and a fish. Beast and a fish. Okay, a bit more variety this time around in this deck. Worm and a Kraken. Of course, we've got insects here because we got as you saw, one of the cards was generating insects. Oh, there's another beast. Insect and a beast. Hydras. Okay. Hydra and a boar. A frog lizard with an elephant. And then we have a champion of wits with an Eldrazi, a 10/10 Eldrazi. Cool. Okay, so quite a bit of variety there. Nice. So there we have it. I really enjoyed that. That was really interesting looking through that, looking at the artwork again. And as I've said, if you want to check out the full deck, me unboxing it, I'll include a link in the descriptions. I'll include a link to the article online for the decks as a whole, you know, the whole Commander 2021 line. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future video.